Okay, quick video. Just wanted to talk about oversized timepieces, aggressive watches that many can only wear if they have the wrist for it. But these are three pretty beefy pieces that, frankly, you could have one and use it as your everyday watch if you had probably 6.5 or higher on your wrist size. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert there, but mine's close to 8, so I can almost wear any watch within reason. So what we have is an Audemars Piguet offshore diver with a customized gator strap, AP gator strap. My new IWC Big Pilot Heritage, and then my trusty Panerai Luminor Marina 8 days, PAM 510. The Panerai holds up, man. I'm telling you, the Panerai is going to be less than half the price on the pre-owned market. On the retail level, it is close to half, I believe. The AP is going to be the highest. Obviously, they're in order of probably what they would cost you. I bought both of these retail actually, and then I bought the AP pre-owned. So anyway, love all three of them. I've had the Panerai by far the longest. The IWC, as some of you know, is only about a month. Let's see, I've had it. Yeah, but just about a month I've had the IWC and really enjoying it. I decided to get my other watches out because I've been in like this major honeymoon phase with the two new ones. And mind you, I'm not just buying watches, I'm buying and selling and trading. It's not just this sort of wild spending. So anyway, very different, three larger pieces. We've got, the AP's listed at 42, but frankly, it feels like about a 45. It's beefy, it's significant, it's got a presence. If I had to be pushed into one watch to keep, it could very well, frankly, it would probably be this. I have a feeling, for a lot of reasons, beyond that. So, just the price or the brand or what have you. Really enjoying the IWC. When I first got into, a little bit higher end Swiss watches, my original intention was to go to Torno, which is where we used to shop. The one where I lived is not there anymore, but I wanted to go in there and pick up an IWC Pilot watch at the time. That's what I wanted to buy. At the time, I would not spend the money for a big Pilot. I was just looking at maybe the smaller chronograph, or just what do they call them? Flieger watches and those kind of things, like the smaller Pilot watch. That's what I wanted. I came out of that experience, I guess it's about is it 4 years? It might be 4 years now ago, 3 or 4 years ago. God, I gotta remember that. But anyway, I came out of there with the Panerai. So I figured, even though I have had another IWC over the years, that it would be, since I'd sold that a while back to get into some Rolex, I decided to get back to where my initial intent was, which was to have an IWC Pilot watch. And through kind of watching the market and what's happening, it became pretty evident that the Big Pilot, if you can pull off the size, and it is not small, it is the one to have, in my opinion, with IWC. So anyway, back to this. The AP Diver, listed at 42 millimeters, definitely wears bigger. So, it has a serious presence to it. The dial is incredible. The IWC Big Pilot Heritage, just a brand new model, came out, I think, November 17, is 46 mil, but then you've got the crown. Again, this wears big. It's got the kind of matte titanium case. So it's significantly lighter than the other two being steel. And then I have my Panerai PAM 510 Luminor Marina with the 8 days in-house movement, which I really appreciate. So with these two, I've got a significant power reserve with the 7 days and the 8 days. So I really like that. In fact, I went away recently on a business trip and I wore that new FP Journe I have. And when I grabbed my IWC out of the safe, it was still running. So, and I left on a Saturday and came back on a Thursday. So to give you an example, it was pretty impressive. And the time was pretty close. I didn't recall whether I said it exactly, so I was impressed either way. So anyway, one of my main points here to get to that point is that, if you have a limited budget and you say you can't imagine at this point spending, say, $10,000, Panerai watches really hold up. And on the pre-owned market, you can get Panerai watches in the $4,000 range. Watches that might have retailed for $7,000 or $8,000. So I would really suggest, if you're not already into it and you want to get into the oversized watches that are not, I'm not talking crazy oversized, because my Panerai is 44 millimeters and they have different sizes and offerings. I mean, they just really hold up against the big hitter brands and watches, and for a fraction of the cost, especially on the, if you go the pre-owned route, they're a really cool watch to have, and highly recommended, of course, along with these other two. But anyway, that was my main point, is how the Panerai watch really holds up against the others. All right, take care.